Hello, my name is Emma Shearer, and I'm a freshman enrolled in the University Honors Program at CalU. For my project, I chose to focus on a popular TV show, and my title is Humor Theory and Social Class in Shameless, Gallagher Style. To those who have not seen or heard of the show, it began in 2011 and airs on Showtime and is comedy-based entertainment. The show presents to us the Gallagher family, the six children of Frank Gallagher, living in the south side of Chicago. On the bottom left-hand corner, the six Gallagher kids are seen, as well as some additional friends and characters. The family faces continuous struggle as they live in a high-crime neighborhood with financial instability and no parental guidance. Although a brief overview of the Gallagher crew might seem saddening, the humorous aspects throughout the entirety of each episode depicts these situations as comical. Therefore, by applying relief theory to Shameless, it is capturing these funny yet relatable social class struggles. Relief theory is one of the three humor origin theories and is applied when an awkward or tense situation results in laughter. As Shameless rebels against social graces and displays alcoholism, drug abuse, poverty, crime, and violence, relief theory allows viewers to laugh at what would normally be ignominious situations. So, Shameless draws in millions of viewers across the nation who face similar struggles. However, after 11 seasons displaying repetitive struggle due to social class, what exactly does Shameless suggest about social class in the United States? I believe the topic should be examined because lower class Americans are generally stereotyped as a group that faces a cycle of struggle, and Shameless, being viewed by millions, depicts through humor that social class struggle is inescapable. Because it's being viewed by such a large audience, it is important to have a distinction between acknowledging lower social class struggle and using it as the only way to represent that group of people. Therefore, by continuing by negatively labeling them or stereotyping lower class Americans, it creates only more division between different social classes. So, to examine relief theory further in the show, I chose two episodes that display high tension and embarrassing situations that additionally present repetitive social class struggles clothed in humor. Throughout the examination of both episodes, I refer to the figure on the right hand side of the poster. I created this for a better understanding of the stereotypical common struggles that are viewed in the episodes, such as financial instability, alcoholism, drug abuse, crime, and violence. Um, that just keeps continuing throughout the entirety of the show for the cycle of lower social class struggle. So starting with the first episode, I drew this from season 5. It's episode 2. It's called I'm the Liver, and it started with one of the main characters, Fiona Gallagher. She is the oldest of the bunch and takes responsibility for all of her younger siblings because there are no other present guardians aside from the occasional drunk Frank stumbling in at 3 a.m. So, being the only parental like figure in the house, it is expected that Fiona would be more mature. However, the finale of the previous season and the beginning of the fifth, Fiona has encountered drugs, alcohol, crime, and violence, and she's not really being that parental figure for any of the her siblings. So it's really projecting not only her character as careless, but it's also going to project onto those kids to engage in the activities that she's engaging in. And in the episode, Fiona is trying to get off her ankle monitor after actually finishing house arrest. And as she uses every object in the home and finally succeeds, the situation viewed through relief theory is comical and relatable to those who maybe experienced themselves, observed a family member, or observed a friend sentenced to house arrest, incarceration, parole, or probation. So, revisiting the cycle of struggle that is projected onto lower social classes, instead of Fiona turning a new leaf, she continues to engage in these violent acts. She also continues to drink substantially, engage in drugs, and she also gets her 14-year-old sister Debbie involved in her careless actions as well. So, although all of the deviant situation Fiona creates or gets entangled with are humorous, Shameless repetitively perpetuates that crime as a result of the Gallagher social class. So, as you can see on the poster, in the situation in the episode. Fiona does take her 14-year-old sister Debbie to a club. She eventually punches an adult man, which adds to the crime and violence factor of the cycle of lower social class struggle. And then the fight starts including more people. And then once Fiona is recognizing that this is getting out of control, she runs away with Debbie. However, they're both laughing and carrying on, just being kind of reckless. However, it still has that humorous aspect to it. So through relief theory, stereotypes are ignored as the viewers tend to relate to the content in the show. Moving on to the second episode, Los Diablos. It's from season 9. It's episode 10. The Gallagher family has grown over the 4 years, but they do continue to play into stereotypes of lower class citizens. In the episode, I examine the character Frank, who is the father of the whole crew. Frank has been addicted to alcohol, several different drugs, and he's kind of addicted to anything that has trouble written on it. So when there is a competition to be a spokesperson for the very strong alcoholic drink called Hobo Loco, Frank wastes no time to show the judges that he is the perfect hobo for the company, because they were searching for someone who was the stereotypical southside drunk, and Frank, that's kind of his whole personality, so he was the perfect candidate. So the entire contest is very hilarious as Frank completes each challenge the judges give them, such as they have to find bedding anywhere in all of Chicago, they have to obtain dinner by dumpster diving, and each contestant must drink 14 ounces of Hobo Loco every day. So once again, the viewers are finding themselves laughing, and by applying relief theory to the challenges that Frank was given, it highlights how lower social classes are viewed from opposing ones. And then meaning that through relief theory, the audience can identify with those who are often negatively portrayed and or negatively labeled due to their social class. So after examining both episodes and viewing them through relief theory, I can conclude that the Gallagher social class is the root of their struggles, and that the society in which they live in perpetuates a stereotype for lower social class Americans. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation for Strike a Spark on humor theory and social class in Shameless, Gallagher style.